Hey guys, I'm Courtney, founder of Team SOULution here. If you've made it this far into the video series, congratulations. You are acting on something within you that knows you are destined for more, or you have that desire for more in your life. I just want to pop in and introduce myself and tell you a little bit about SOULution and what this team encompasses. So I have partnered with Aaron Bradley, who you've already met, who founded this amazing company called Zyia Active, and I acted on my intuition and that little voice inside of me telling me that this was it. And I founded Team SOULution here. We are a team of over 1,000 women full of ambition, desire, and we thrive on community. The name came to me because I believe we have a solution to anything we are struggling with, any problems we run into, and I'll share with you my personal story in a minute because maybe you can relate to where I once was. I believe that we have the solution within us to sustain or build anything that we desire. Hence why I've named the team SOULution. Within us, right? Our soul, everything we have, everything we need is within us, and we have the solution. So let me share with you my story. So my journey with Zyia Active here started 2.5 years ago. I'm a dental hygienist by trade. I'm a busy mom of 2 girls, and I was flat out broke, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was over $60,000 in debt, credit card debt being one of them, so you can imagine the hefty interest rate that came with that, and being able to dig out from debt like that at a 24.99% interest rate was almost impossible. So here I was living paycheck to paycheck because I was putting every last penny that I could on that debt so that we could live a better life and not struggle. If that debt was gone, we'd have a little bit more flexibility in our funds. At this point, I was working full-time as a dental hygienist, 10-hour days, rushing in the morning, getting the kids out, off to daycare, off to school, working, getting home at 6 p.m., eating dinner, going to bed, and basically just working to pay bills because there was no extra. I came to a point in my life where I started looking for something, and I knew I wanted something online because I couldn't possibly take on any more. I even sat my husband down, was like, I can get a waitress job, I will work evenings, I will work weekends just to get ahead and get some of this debt down. But then my family life would crumble. I don't know if you can relate, because then I would be gone all the time. So I came to the realization that I needed something else and I wanted something else, but I wanted something online, something that I could maybe plug and play and have it go and work while I was working 10-hour days back to back with patients. I couldn't be on my phone from 7:30 till 5:30 because, aside from my lunch hour, because I was back to back with patients. It's not something that I could run while working a full-time job. So I knew I needed something online where I can automate. I searched for a couple years when I initially had that desire that I needed to create an additional income stream in our life. And I wasn't just ready to settle for anything. Many opportunities came my way. It just wasn't right. It just didn't sit right until I found Zyia. The mission statement is what did it all for me. To inspire and uplift other women, right? I was already living in activewear. To be able to continue to live in activewear and be myself and share that with others really spoke to me. And then I heard from the founder, which you guys have heard from already. And I just knew from her vibe, her intention, and the authentic person she was, the family mission behind the entire brand and how the business was built and how it was founded really spoke to me and sat with me on a deeper level. And I made that decision that this is the company, this is what I can do, this is what I want to do. So I jumped in. I jumped in with not a whole lot of expectation other than, this is a good passion for me because as a busy mom of 2, I didn't really have that passion project. So I thought this is something fun for me to do after the kids go to bed. I don't really watch TV. And if I can bring in an extra $200 a month, I would be happy. That's an extra $200 that I can slap down on my debt. That's an extra $200 that could go towards a car payment that we were so desperately needing. My car was on its last legs. The back hatch didn't open. I had to fill up the tire once a week. It was just on its last legs. So I thought, we could work our way to $200 a month. This could help us. $200 would really help me. And so I just showed up. I just authentically showed up as myself, shared my love for the clothing, shared my love for the brand and the company in general, and things started to happen and my life started to shift. And not just everything around me, but within me. I was growing internally as a person. I was stepping outside of my comfort zone. I was doing things. I was pushing boundaries. And with that comes internal growth. I was learning things about myself that I didn't even know. My confidence was building. My self, my soul, my being is in a better state now because of partnering with this company and what I've pushed myself to do, and because of the people I've met. Fast forward, I never really understood the importance of additional income streams, and now I'm a huge advocate of it, and I have since lined up 5 additional income streams. Fast forward to the pandemic, right? I had a secure job. I was a dental hygienist. Never in a million years would I think that I would ever lose my job. It was a sound position. It was a sound profession. Of course, the pandemic hit, and I was out of work for 4 months, and I didn't qualify for any government assistance. So my saving grace at the time was this additional income stream that I had built up over 2 years. It was Zyia. It was able to see me through when I lost my income for 4 months. I was able to be home with my kids and do the homeschooling with them and not have to lose out financially. This was a blessing in disguise. The universe always has our back. And as I look back in the stepping stones, I'm like, everything lined up perfectly. I don't know if you're on the same page with me with that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in due time, divine time. Looking back, I don't know what I would have done with those huge bills coming in, to how I would pay my debt and the bills without a job. And now I am hugely passionate about sharing with other women to create additional income streams. If you yourself or your husband were to lose their job today, would you be okay as a family? Whether this opportunity is for you or not, what other additional income streams can you be on the lookout for that you can do to help? I never did return back to my dental hygiene job after the closure. I've been at home for a year now, working my main career and profession is my activewear business. But I have since created other additional income streams because I learned a valuable lesson in 2020 that we shouldn't rely just on one income stream, because no matter how secure you think you are, we are never 100% secure. Okay, so I just wanted to come in and share this story with you on how I was able to pull out of a dark place. My story goes way deeper. You can find it on my YouTube channel, but I go back to, like, I've suffered with anxiety and depression. I was really shy. I grew up with a learning disability. If I can do this, you can do this. Okay, so I just wanted to share that little glimpse into my life, and the story behind the name that I chose to give this team, and the mission that we have here, and the mission that I have within myself to help you. Okay, so if you're feeling called, we would love to have you on Team SOULution.